Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in previous video we discussed about collection and we have discussed this product based application where we have created this button where you can add the items to the cart and they can proceed buy and either empty the cart. In this video, we are going to understand how we can use collection and batch multiple items at once. So for that, we are going to use ForAll function. So ForAll is a loop that runs a formula for every record inside a table. So for example, if you have 5 record in a collection, then ForAll will execute the formula 5 times. Also remember that ForAll does not save or update data by itself and it just repeat whatever formula you give to it. So let's get started. So I'll start with a new screen and I'll insert a button and on select of this button I'm going to show you how exactly ForAll function works. So ForAll function expect a data source that it is going to loop and then it expect a formula that is going to be executed every time it loops. So in the data source, we are going to provide a data source. So I am using this SharePoint list which I have created in previous video. So the call product detail and then it will ask what kind of operation you want to perform. So let's say and for all going to execute the loop until it reaches the last record into the data source. So I'm going to add title to the call item collection and that should be equal to title. So how exactly this works? Make sure you are closing the braces perfectly because this is the closing braces of collect and this is for all loop. So now first it is asking for the data source that is it going to loop and then this operation is going to perform. So let's check this out. So if I click on for all and let's check the data into our collection. If you see, it has added all the title from the SharePoint list. You can also check your collections over here from the data source sections. So my app has all these collection added and this is the collection we have just created. If I keep clicking on this button, it is going to keep adding the record because we have used collect here and not clear collect. Now let's understand this with one more example. So we'll add one more button and now I'm going to create the record which is in my collection to the SharePoint list. So I'll use for all and then I'm going to loop through the collection this time because we are going to add the collection. So we'll pass the collection name and it is asking for the operation. So we are going to perform batch operation and here as we are going to patch the data to our product detail list, defaults, and then we have to provide what exactly we want to add. So here we are going to add title from the collection. So this title refer to the SharePoint title, and whatever we provide after colon, that will refer to the this item. So basically from the call no items. So here we'll just give the title name, and then I'm just going to close the braces. So this is going to run the number of items into this collection, and then it is going to patch the record to the SharePoint list, and while patching it is only going to store title. So let's check this out. So if I click on this button, let's check the SharePoint site. Now if you see, it has created all this record but only with title, and it does not contain any other column. So this is how ForAll works. It is used to perform operation on multiple items at a time. Now I'm going to show you the previous app which we have built. So this is the product and cart app which we have discussed in previous collection video. So this app is basically add the items to the cart, and on click of this button it proceed the items from the cart and change the status from in cart to order. And if I click on buy, it patches the record from the collection to the SharePoint list. So this is connected to the add to cart collection, and when I click on buy, it actually patches the record from collection to the SharePoint list. Now we are going to enhance this application little bit with the help of ForAll, and we are going to see how we can do a batch patching. So we are going to add a checkbox to this gallery so that only the selected items from the cart we can patch to the SharePoint site and not all the records. So select the gallery control and insert a checkbox. Now we are going to insert another button that we are going to use for batch patching. So for the batch patching, we are going to use ForAll. So let's go to the onSelect property. So here we are going to use ForAll function, and in the data source, we are not going to pass the entire collection. We are only going to pass the item which is selected as checked. So I am not going to pass the collection. Instead, I will say that from this gallery, filter the item where checked is selected. So let's pass the gallery, and we'll say from the all items, and we are going to add filter should be true. So here it will check only the value which is in this gallery, and checkbox should be as checked. Now in this for all, we are going to perform patch operation. So we'll add a patch, and we are going to add to the SharePoint list So let's call the SharePoint list, and we are going to create new item. So the default property and the SharePoint list again. Now let's see how exactly this is going to work. So first it will filter the values from the gallery where checkbox is selected, and then it is going to patch the same value to the SharePoint group. So before we do this patch, we are going to make sure that we click on proceed button so that the cart status should be ordered. So let's just first remove this. I'm going to add few records. Click on proceed, status change to order. And now if I select few records and just click on patch, now let's see what happened. Now if you see, only these two record has been patched, which we have selected from the cart, and not the entire record. So that is how we do batch patching in Power App, where you can only patch few items and not the entire set of records. So now you understand the structure of ForAll and how we can use for batch patching. Also remember that do not modify the same collection inside ForAll or remove, because it can give you an unexpected error. Also remember that ForAll is used for batch patching, not for a data source that has more than 2000 record, because that can give you a delegation error. And also map the fields explicitly so that it does not give you an ID error. So that is all for today's video. If you find this video helpful, do give a like and comment below what topic I should cover next, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching.